Yes, Texas, welcome back. Thanks for bearing with me and this voice. As we mentioned, we had so much fun this weekend and more fun to come on your Saturday morning. And, it's so important to just bring boss babes to the table. And our next guest is going to help you do just that. We know tax season is, always around. If you're paying quarterly, you're paying annually, however you look at it. But we always are breaking bread to make sure we're doing our share. But we don't want to do more than our share. Is that correct? I mean, how can we find ways to save our cash, keep our cash so we can, maybe create generational wealth? What do you want to do with your money? Coming up to this show, we have Tax Goddess Shauna. Come on in here, girlfriend. Hey.
Hi, everyone. How's it going?
So well. Nice to have you.
It's such a pleasure to be here. You're talking my favorite subject, taxes, no arguments.
So you have an extensive just reputation in this industry, and I've just been so blown away. Not only are you a CPA, but you're an author, you're a speaker. People literally seek after you because of your reputation. You do so much, and we are so excited that you're here. What are some of the other things that you do and how you help so many people?
You got it. Well, I think the biggest thing that most people just honestly don't know, don't even understand, is that there's a massive difference between a tax preparer versus a tax strategist, which is what we do. And really what you want to be doing is strategizing what kinds of things can I put in place now before the year is over so that when I take that information and then prepare a tax return with it, the income is lower. You have more deductions and therefore your income tax is also lower. So it's all about the strategy ahead of time and not, oh no, today's April 15th. What do I do now?
Speaking of dates and deadlines, it's 2021. We are approaching our final quarter of the year and it's the end of the year. So what are some things that we need to do right now to really get set up and prepare for filing our taxes?
Absolutely. So I think one of the biggest things, especially if you're a business owner, is to look at, do you have any kids that are older than the age of 7? You can actually pay them up to $18,400 a year and have that at zero tax. If you own your house and you have a business, you can use something called the master's exemption. Sometimes it's also called the Augusta rule. That can give you tax-free income, typically in the range of $14,000 a year. So between those two, you can significantly reduce your taxes. Now, if you're a W-2 employee, okay, because there's many of us that we're not business owners, we're straight up W-2 employees, look at maxing out any programs that your company offers. So do you have a 401k? Do you have an HSA or maybe a flex spending account? But strategy is the specialty for sure. So over this past year, we've now saved our clients over $423 million, specialize in real estate and business owners, because really that's where you make the money is if you're on the business side. Now, I do want to bring this up. If you're a W-2 person and you don't have a side gig, get one.
Yes.
ASAP. Okay.
Now, why is that important?
Yeah. So here's the deal. As a W-2 employee, as of January 1st, 2018, you're no longer allowed to deduct, for example, your home office. If you're earning money that would be considered self-employment money, then you get all of the tax deductions. And speaking of, I don't know if y'all just saw that, my big German Shepherd, if you're a single female and you have a dog whose shoulder is taller than the height of your knee, the dog, all food, all training, absolutely all of it is a tax deduction, but only if you have a business, a side gig. So if you're straight up W-2 and you have dogs, time to go get a side gig, okay? They're adorable, but very expensive.
You can take advantage of writing off a pet. Why? And tell them why. It's an interesting thing.
So it's all about security. There's really, with dogs in particular, there's two ways actually that you could write off the dog. One is as medical. Okay, so they're an emotional support animal. But the other way for many of us is security. If you have a business that you run from your home, as a single female, I've got 2 giant German Shepherds, and I'll tell you what, they bark at the mailman, let alone anybody else coming here. So security,
that's right.
100%.
That's good points. Very good.
Man, very good points. I'm going to absolutely be using these. I am so excited, girl. You are you're lighting us up right now. Tell us about this free ebook that people can get.
You are so sweet to ask. You know, honestly, we at Tax Goddess are all about those tax strategies for people, and we know that not everybody needs a full tax strategy package. So if you go to taxgoddess.com, there is a free 10 ways to save $10,000 on your next tax bill. You can download the ebook right on the website.
Doing their job. Ooh,
Cheers
Tax
to that.
Goddess, listen, you are official. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're like, oh, that face looks familiar. Oh, yeah, she's been in Forbes. So that's why you know who this woman is. We are bringing you the best of the best every week. So what's the best way to reach out and get started?
I would go to taxgoddess.com. Yes, we actually have that website, which is pretty cool. But yeah, taxgoddess.com. We've got a team of 62 people around the globe ready and waiting to save you all the money that should be in your pocket and not the government's. So.
That is right, ladies and gentlemen. Take advantage of Tax Goddess, the Tax Goddess. Miss Shauna, so good. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.